Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Norton High School here in Norton, Massachusetts for the first game of the regular season between the Norton Lancers and the Norwood Mustangs. My name is Anthony, and today's game is brought to you by Norton Media Center. Be sure to check out nortonmediacenter.org and Norton Media Center's YouTube channel. Again, it is the first game of the regular season for boys varsity lacrosse, as this one is saved by 22 of the Lancers, shot by 22 of Norwood. We will be calling out the numbers for both teams today. Lancers are in the purple and black. This one is scooped up and saved by the Lancer goalie, 22. Lancers in purple and black. Mustangs in white with the blue helmets. This one is scooped up and heading through midfield, crossing into Norwood territory. Norwood midfield and defenders will step back as the Lancers enter. We are just over a minute into the first quarter as this one goes out of play. Possession's going to go to Norwood. No, excuse me, let's stay with Norton. So they will throw it up top, swinging it around the world. This one's, wide and away. What an absolute rocket of a shot there. That was shot by 15. Possession staying with the Lancers as they were the closest players to the ball as it rolled out of bounds. This one is loose and scooped up by the Mustangs. Ball is still loose now. Scramble for possession. It is corralled for a moment by 11 of Norwood. Battle between 7 of Norton and 11 of Norwood. At the end of the day, it'll roll out and possession's going to go to the Mustangs. So this will be 20 who will bring it in. Far side of the field and bringing it into Lancer territory. They will throw it along and taken away by Norton. That's number 2 who crosses the midfield line. Ball is loose and eventually scooped up by the Norwood goalie, number 3. .22 bringing possession into Lancer territory. He'll wait for reinforcements as they will officially set up their possession. Cloudy day here in Norton. Temperatures in the mid-50s right now. This is 22 looking to get past 2 of Norton. He stops on a dime, throws it up top to 8. They'll swing it around to 33. 33 with the shot, and it is saved by 22, the Lancer goalie. Ball is loose. Goalie goes for it and puts his stick on the ball, and he's got possession. He will toss this one along. Ball is loose and officially rolls out of play. Possession's going to go back to the Mustangs. This is 32 in the midfield. He'll toss it along to 11. 11 cutting his way through the defense. Slicing and dicing. Attempted the shot there, but good defense from the Lancers. It'll be picked up by 11. He's on the run. And look at the speed. What a swing move. Substitution made for Norwood defensively. Here's 7 now with the ball. He'll wait for Lancer players to come along. We are 4 minutes into the first quarter. Scoreless from Norton. Up top, this is 7. He attempts to shoot, but the ball comes out. It was good defense. I think that was 32 of Norwood who knocked that one away. This one will roll into Norton territory where it's picked up by the defender, launched back into the attacking zone. Number 9 with possession. Both teams made a series of substitutions just a moment ago. Get some fresh legs out there on the turf. This is 11 up top. Directing traffic. Backpedaling and now throwing it to the middle. That was intended for 7. Attacker behind the net 4 scoops it up. Ball will roll out of bounds. Substitutions made for the Lancers. As coming into the game is 15 and 2. There was a flag on the play as well, and it looks like Norton will have the advantage for a minute. Looks like 76 of Norwood committed the infraction, so he is in the penalty box, so to speak, for the next minute. 6:40 to go here in the first quarter. Norwood with the advantage for the time being. We're scoreless. Ball is behind the net of the Mustangs. This is 15, throwing it up top to 11. He wants to shoot, fires high, and that goes through the soccer net. Possession with the Lancers still. 15, oh, that one's deflected off of the stick of the Norwood goalie 3. That fishing net-like stick. Possession going to the Mustangs. They will bring it up along the far sideline, trying to hurdle through a cluster of Lancers. Possession's going to go to Norton. Norton still with the advantage, and that time is up as 76 will stay out, but 5 comes in for the Mustangs. So the penalty is over. Norton with possession. They've been in the attacking zone a lot so far in this first quarter. Game 1 of the regular season between Norton and Norwood. 7 is up top. Good defense by 32, and possession's going to stay. Possession with Norwood now. They will cross over midfield. That's 22 who tosses it along to 5. And the Mustangs enter the attacking zone. 33 looking to toss it behind the net to set up possession. 17 of Norton with good defense. This is 5 up top. He'll toss it all the way to the back to 16 of Norwood. Around the world we go. Just under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here's 22 up top. He fires, that one goes wide. And possession will stay with Norwood. Mustangs looking to be the first team to strike in this game. 22 gets by 7, fires, it's a one-hopper. It gets by the stick of 22, the goalie of Norton. Rolling out of play, and possession will stay with the Mustangs. Near side 33 gets by defender 17. Ball is loose. That was great defense by 17 of the Lancers. Bringing it up now is 11. And both teams will bring it in. A timeout was called by the Lancers. 4:04 to go here in the first quarter. We are scoreless from Norton. Back here in Norton, Just over 4 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Scoreless in game 1 of the regular season. Lancers enter the attacking zone quickly, and stopping on a dime is 15. He wants to shoot. He does. It is saved. Rebound in front, and eventually it is corralled by the goalie, number 3 of the Mustangs. We are calling out numbers today for both teams. It is picked up by Norton along the far side of the field. Throwing it into the middle. Oh, number 4 of the Lancers had it for a moment. He was going for the shot. Lost possession. Going the other way now is 11 of the Mustangs, galloping into Lancer territory. This one is loose and kept alive by 16 of Norwood. He stops on a dime and throws it in front. I'm not sure if that was a shot or if that was a pass attempt. In any event, possession stays with the Mustangs. They will set up shop with 3:05 to go in a scoreless first quarter. Here's 11, tossing it to 33. And then behind to 16. The Lancer defense has been stellar up until this point. This one is misfired and will roll out just around the 50-yard line. And that's where Norton will set up shop. Here comes 2, scooping the ball. Good defensive play made by 11. Got a stick on it. Nonetheless, it is scooped up by 7 of the Lancers. 76 almost committed another infraction. 11 takes down 7. We will play on. This is 15 of Norton. He'll toss it up top to 2. The midfield and the attackers looking to capitalize on one of these offensive possessions. They've had quite a few shots, about 2 of them on goal thus far. Nothing to show for it so far, as 2 will spin. It's great defense by the Mustangs, closing in as 2 try to attack. This is a one-hopper that goes wide of the net. Possession stays with Norton. Here's 15. Rocking what appears to be pink cleats. Gets the pick from 2. He'll throw it in the middle. Passes a little wide, and it'll be scooped up by the Mustangs. Near sideline, that's 32, tossing it to 11. He will enter the attacking zone and will toss it along to 16, who is flanking the net of goalkeeper 22. Possession will go to the Lancers. Good defense. 85 seconds to go in the first quarter. Ball is loose. Shot, scores. That's number 4 of the Norwood Mustangs, taking advantage of the turnover in front of the net. And with 1:22 to go in the first quarter, we have our first score, our first goal of the game. It is a 1-0 Norwood. Face off from midfield. It is won by Norwood. That was 8 against 19. 8 with the victory there. 5 will bring it into Lancer territory. This is 24 behind the net. We have some new bodies out there. Oh, and there's a hard takedown. Flags will fly. And Norwood will have the advantage, as that was a cross-check to the head area. I believe that's going to go on number 11 of Norton. So he will be taking a seat. They might even rule that that's a 90-second penalty box visit. We have exactly 1 minute to go in the first quarter. A 1-0 Norwood lead. So they will have the advantage for the time being. 24 will begin the possession from the far side of the field on the 10-yard line. Will work it around. This is 22 up top. Looking to pass. Tosses it to 5. 6. Throwing it back and forth. 6-5. This is 22. He was thinking about shooting it for a moment, decided to pass it off. And it's just a game of hot potato right now as the Mustangs are looking for the right opportunity. 20 tries to sidearm it. And going the other way now, far side of the field are the Lancers. They just have 17 seconds. Possession will go back to the Mustangs with just 17 seconds. They still have the advantage. Up top, this is 5. 10 seconds to go. 22 up top. He fires this one. Oh, rings off the pipe. My goodness, that was as close as it gets. And what a way to end the first quarter. The Norwood Mustangs lead the Norton Lancers 1-0. We will be back in just a moment for the second quarter.
Here we go, Lancers.
Back here in Norton, first game of the regular season for boys varsity lacrosse between the Lancers and the Norwood Mustangs. Quarter number 2 is about to start. The Mustangs lead the Lancers by a score of 1-0. My name is Anthony, and today's game is brought to you by Norton Media Center. Face-off at center field is won by the Mustangs. That was 18 going up against 8. We're back to even strength as well. This is 20, tossing it to 22. Midfielders looking to get it to their attackers, who are about 10 yards in front of the goalie for the Lancers. He too wears the number 22. Goalie for Norwood wears number 3. This is 6 behind the net, chased by 19, the defender. He'll toss it up top again to 22. Six tossing it down. They are trying to throw it into the middle. It is picked off by 2, and he's on the run. Bringing it into Mustang territory. This is 8 throwing it along, intended for 7. Scooped up by 11 far side, and he hits the gas pedal. They'll toss it along to 6, throwing it for 24. Oh, I can't tell if 22, the goalie, got a save on it. It looks like he did. That was unbelievable. Good heads-up awareness. Beautiful setup by the Mustangs, but a better play by goaltender number 22 of the Lancers. Nonetheless, they throw it in front again, and ball is loose. It is behind the net. Scramble for it. Picked up by 24. Oh, he takes a hard hit. Possession will stay with the Mustangs. Crazy sequence of events right there. Here's 11, far side of the field, looking to attack. He fires. He was kind of swung around as he threw that. In any event, possession stays with the Mustangs. 21 will scoop up the ball. 2 minutes into the second quarter. It is still a 1-0 Norwood lead. 24 stops on a dime. Oh, good defensive play made by 14 of the Lancers. He's on the run with the ball. And he will toss it along and will retreat back. Ball is loose. There was an intended pass in front of the net there. Possession will stay with the Lancers. Just looking at the defenders' sticks, they are always so much longer than the attacker sticks. Got to be at least 5 feet long. Ball is loose behind the net. It'll be possessed by goalkeeper number 3 of the Mustangs. He gets it out to 10, who will then toss it to 32, and he'll meander his way on into Lancer territory. Up top, whistle is blown. There was something that happened behind the play. They're going to call offsides on the Mustangs, so possession's going to go to the Lancers. This is 17, the defender. We'll toss it to midfielder 7. Beautiful throw and catch connection there. 7 will bring it into Mustang territory. They've got a play set up as this one is wide of the net, shot by number 2. Possession will stay with Norton. Tossing it along. Up top, this is 7. Trying to get by the defender. Takes a couple of hits and a shove. This is 8, tossing it to 15. 15 with a spin move, looking to get past the goalie. Goalie had to come out for just a moment. And up top again around the 35-yard line, they will reestablish position. This is 11 on 11 action. 11 getting by of Norton. Oh, this one, I think it was deflected away by the goalie. But another good shot by the Lancers. They'll try it again. We've got 11 the attacker and 11 the defender. Up top, this is 8. This is 2, guarded by 22. He'll try to make a move, takes a little shove, tries to make a spin move, but excellent defense by the Mustangs. Movement going around by the Lancer attackers, trying to get into position. They tried the cut. 7 couldn't quite handle the pass, and possession's going to go to the Mustangs. 7:34 to go in the second quarter. It is still a 1-0 game here in Norton. This one is lobbed all the way to midfield and taken away by 2 of the Lancers. He'll get it out to 7. They've got an opportunity here. 7 makes his way through, scores! So they take advantage of the turnover at midfield. 2 tosses it to 7, and he just sashayed his way through the defense, and we are tied at 1.
Here we go, Lancers, here we go. 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 L-A-N-C-E-R-S.
7:16 to go in the second quarter, tied up at 1. We'll have the face-off at midfield. Some new players come onto the field for both teams. Face-off is between 23 of Norton and 8 of Norwood. 23 of Norton was winning it for a moment. Ball is loose, and 42 of the Mustangs trips the Lancers. So possession is going to go to the Lancers, and they will bring it back into the attacking zone. This is 15 up top. This is 11 now. He'll toss it back to 15. 15 on the run. He'll shoot, and that one is saved by goalie number 3. He'll then lob it out, intended for 5. It will roll into Lancer territory, scooped up by 5. Finds 33 in the middle, who takes a hard hit from defender 19. Good defense by the Lancers, and a nice job recovering what was looking like a fast break opportunity for the Mustangs. So this is 22, making a move. Fires, scores! Good answer by the Mustangs. That's 22 up top with the shot. He went low and away. And Norwood, in just a matter of seconds, takes their lead right back. It's 2-1. Face off at midfield. It'll be 23 for the Lancers versus 8 of the Mustangs. 6:12 to go in the second quarter. Here's the battle, and it is won by the Lancers. It's scooped up by 4. 23 of the Lancers with nice face-offs since he came into the game. Here's 4 guarded by 20. He will toss it along to 2. Oh, good read by the Mustang defender who was trying to cut that one off. In any event, it is picked up by the Lancers, and they maintain possession. That was 22, who not only just scored, but made a nice defensive play right there for Norwood. Possession with the Mustangs. Goalie with the ball. He will toss it along. Oh, it's a little wide, and possession's going to go to Norton quickly. So here come the Norton attackers. Up top, this is 2. He throws it in the middle, intended for a cutting 7. Ball rolls away, and it's going to stay with the Lancers. That's 9. Tossing it all the way up top to 11. He'll toss it along to 2. This is 8. Trying to spin, loses possession. Ball is loose. And 10 is going to be called for the hold there. So possession staying with the Lancers. This one is picked off, though, by 11. A nice read and a nice jump. 11 gets it out to 4. It's a 3-on-2 opportunity. And this one is denied, and it will roll out of play. That shot was by 33 of the Mustangs. Possession staying with Norwood, but they had a great opportunity there. 5 cutting in. This one's going to go wide and staying with the Mustangs. Lancer defenders given a chance to come back into play now. And possession will go to Norton. This is defender 17, who will be bringing this one back into play. He'll toss it along. By 15, he's on the run. Takes a couple hits with the stick. Oh, hard collision, but it's 15 of Norton, who takes down to defender 11, who then picks off the pass. And my goodness, pedal to the metal. Norwood, oh, losing control of the ball there. They had a good opportunity. That was 16 with the opportunity. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. This is number 4 of the Mustangs. Loses control of the ball. He regains possession. Throws it up top to 22. This is 5. Getting out to the far side of the field. Good defense by 19 of the Lancers. 16 of the Mustangs tosses this out to 33. 5 to 22. Throwing it along to 4. Behind the net to 16. Round the world we go. 16 behind the net. Gets it to 4. Long offensive possession for the Mustangs. 22 throws it up top to 5. Good defense by the Lancers. 5 hits the brakes, takes a couple of shoves from 2. 2 with more shoving. Here comes 22, the recent goal scorer for the Mustangs. 2:40 to go in the second quarter. Good defense by the Lancers. Ball is loose. Oh, and it just winds up right into the net of 8. This is 22 with the shot high and away. Possession will stay with the Mustangs. So possession with the Mustangs. 16 hits the brakes. He will make his way around. Up top, this one is loose, heading to midfield. And 32 with the push on 5. So possession's going to go to the Lancers. 5 is going to toss this one along. And now throwing it to the middle of the field. Look at the tie the game up. They do. What a feed. And that's number 2 with the goal. So we are squared at 2. 2:09 to go in the second quarter. So it'll be 23 again for the Lancers. This time he's going up against 34 of Norwood for the face-off. That is 23 of the Lancers once again with the victory. If my math is correct, he's 3 for 3 in this quarter with those face-offs. Nonetheless, it is the Mustangs with the possession. Ball is loose. They get it by the goalie, and it'll roll out of play. Possession will stay with the Mustangs. This is number 4 with possession. Tries to make his way around the defender 17. He is shifty and score. So it is 3-2. That was awfully quick. It is 3-2 Norwood. And once again, they score just seconds after the Lancers score. So with a minute 42 to go in the second quarter, it's a 3-2 Norwood lead. That was 4 of the Mustangs with the goal, and that happened so quickly. It was hard for me to even react. Possession with Norwood. This is 13, who will toss it along to 8. 90 seconds to go until halftime. That one took a deflection off of 19, the defender of the Lancers. Possession staying with the Mustangs. Looking to double their lead right before halftime. This one is shot and saved by 22. Ball was loose for a moment. It is picked up by the Lancers. Ball is loose again, and it is going to roll past the official. Picked up by 6 of the Mustangs, and it has been a fiery last couple of minutes for the Mustangs. They're actually going to use a timeout with 54 seconds to go in the second quarter. Back here in Norton, 54 seconds to go in the second quarter. It is a 3-2 Norwood lead over the Norton Lancers. Mustangs with possession. They just scored to regain their lead. That is twice now in this quarter in which the Lancers have tied the game up, only to be answered by the Mustangs seconds after. Turnover and on the run. This is going to be 15 of the Lancers. He will toss it off, and it is just wide. And they have 2 number 15s, actually. One of them with numbers in white. One of them with numbers in black. In any event, possession with the Mustangs with 30 seconds to go. Goalie tosses this one out to 10. 10 will bring it near midfield, where he'll toss it along to 22. 22, one of the 3 goal scorers for the Mustangs today. He gets his second goal of the game. With 10.5 seconds left in the second quarter, it is 4-2 Norwood. 22 of the Mustangs with his second goal. So what was a slow and methodical first quarter has turned into a back and forth battle in the second quarter. So we'll have the face-off right at midfield. Ball is loose and possessed by the Mustangs. They only have 4 seconds. They'll just have to try to get off a shot. They won't. And that'll do it for the first half as the Mustangs lead the Norton Lancers by a score of 4-2. We will be back in just a few moments for the start of the third quarter. Back here in Norton for the boys lacrosse game season opener between the Norwood Mustangs and the Norton Lancers. The score is 4-2 in favor of Norwood in what was a wild second quarter. And just as we start the third quarter, the sun decides to peek through the clouds in what is a beautiful day here in Norton. My name is Anthony, and today's game is brought to you by Norton Media Center. Be sure to check out nortonmediacenter.org and Norton Media Center's YouTube channel. This one is possessed by number 5 of the Mustangs. He'll get it out to 22. 22 is responsible for 2 of the 4 Mustang goals in this game. He's also made some good plays defensively as well. This is 11, who's had a great game as well for the Mustangs. He gets it out, and this one's wide of the net. It'll be possession to the Lancers. That was a good feed from 11 to 16, who was cutting in front. In any event, possession will go to Norton. Their goalie, 22, will heave this one all the way into Norwood territory, where it'll be scooped up and possessed by 32. He gets his way past 15. He'll then toss it off to 8. Shoots and scores! I think that took a hop right before it got to the goalie. It is 5-2 Mustangs with 10:52 to go in the third quarter. Face-off will take place at midfield between number 8 of Norwood and 18 of Norton. It is won by the Mustangs. 8 will bring it into Lancer territory. He is double teamed by 18 and 24. Somehow maintains possession. Ball is now loose on the ground and scooped up by 24 of the Lancers. Ball rolls out and possession will go to the Lancers. In the middle of the field, this is 11. Tosses this one to 7. Lancers looking to respond after 3 unanswered goals by the Mustangs. Ball is loose and possessed by Norwood. This is 5, who plays it off the hop. He will high step his way into Lancer territory and will gently toss it along to 11. 11 takes a couple of stick checks. He will toss it up top to 22. 22 looking for goal number 3. He shoots and scores! Goal number 3 for 22. And it is a 6-2 Mustang lead. .9:38 to go in the third quarter. Face-off will take place at midfield between 23 of the Lancers and 11 of the Mustangs. Tie-up and won by 23 of the Lancers. He's had a great game so far with the face-offs. Flag is thrown, however, and it looks like this is going to go against the Mustangs. And it looks like it's going to go against number 11. So he will be in the penalty box along the sideline for a minute. And Norton will have the man advantage. What is a big chance here to get back into this game for the Lancers. So this will be 7 for the Lancers. Bringing it into the attacking zone. Up top, this is 11. To 7. To 11. Now 2, tosses it to 7. 8. Up top is 2. He wanted to shoot it. They're inching their way closer. Shot, and what a save made by the goalie, number 3. Shot was by 7. It was a rocket. And some way, somehow, the Mustang goalie was able to locate it. Now going the other way are the Mustangs. This is 8 who takes a hit from behind, and that will be 11 of the Lancers who will be heading into the penalty box. So we'll be even strength for just a little bit, but then the Mustangs will have the man advantage shortly after. 8:41 to go in the third quarter, a 6-2 Norwood lead. Again, even strength for just a few moments, but then the Mustangs will have the man advantage. Up top, this is 5. 33 in the near corner. 16 tosses this one along. And the Mustangs now have the man up for the next 40 seconds, roughly. This is 33 to 5. Up top, 22. He shoots, and oh, good save made by 22, the goalie. That was so close to being goal number 4. This one is caught high in the middle. Great defense by the Lancers. We are back to even strength. This is 22 tossing it along to 33. 33 splits defenders. Splits defenders again. This one hits the side of the net. And it'll be scooped up by 16. Ball is loose. Battle for possession. And eventually it is possessed by the goalkeeper. So 7:30 to go here in the third quarter. 6-2 Norwood lead. The defender needs help. He will lob it back to the goalie. Goalie will now heave this one all the way into Lancer offensive zone. Ball is loose and still loose. It's getting past everyone. And eventually it will make its way back into Lancer territory. This is 5 on the run. He loses possession of the ball. Picked up now by a Lancer defender, that's 17. He will bring it all the way into Norwood territory. It is deflected along and played by 42. Back and forth we go. Here's 33 of the Mustangs. Ball is loose on the ground, picked up by defender 15 of the Lancers. And once again, we're going the other way. Offsides called on the Mustangs. Possession's going to go to Norton. This is 7 from the 40-yard line. Lancers looking to score for the first time in the second half. They find themselves down by 4 as we are just about halfway through the third quarter. This is 15 up top, guarded by 11. Speed on speed. Here's 7. Making his way through the middle. Oh, 11 with a hard hit, and the stick broke, so 11 is stickless. He will retreat to the sideline. I've called a lot of lacrosse games over the years. I've never seen a stick break before. Subs will be made for both teams. 5:45 to go in the third quarter. The stick is being picked up as it was absolutely chicken winged in half. Possession with Norton, as there was offsides on Norwood again. So 7 brings it into the attacking zone. He'll toss it along. 15 of the of the Lancers on the run. And they're going to call it illegal screen, actually, on the Lancers. That was 10 who set the illegal screen. So possession with the Mustangs coming the other way. Ball is loose on the Norton side of the field. Still loose along the sideline. Battle for possession. Eventually, it is won by 7 of the Lancers. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 7 will wait for reinforcements. Good defense by 22. And then the chop from behind leads to a loose ball. Possession will stay with the Lancers. Here's 7. One hops that pass over to 2. They will throw it around behind the net. This is 15. 15 gets this one to 7. This one is loose. It was intended for 2. He still scoops it up. He is on the run, guarded by 13. It is picked up by 13 of the Mustangs. Good defense. Heading the other way now across midfield. 8 still with possession. He'll toss it along to 21. This one gets by his stick and rolls out of play. So possession will go back to the Lancers. Substitutions are made for both teams as 18 checks into the game for Norwood, along with 11 of Norton. 17 will toss this one along to 15. 15 is on the run, trying to split defenders, takes a couple of hard hits. Ball is loose, and it is still possessed by the Lancers for the time being. Ball is loose again. Good defense by 17 of the Mustangs. And they're going to call offsides on Norwood again. There was a flag on the play as well. I believe it's going to go against the Mustangs. So possession will go to the Lancers. I didn't quite get what the call was. It looks like it's 24 of the Mustangs who is in the penalty box. So the Lancers with the man advantage for a few moments. And they would love to capitalize as we have 3:30 to go in the third quarter, and they find themselves down 6-2 as this was just wide. I think 32, the defender of the Mustangs, got a piece of that. Possession stays with Norton. Thrown along to 15. 15 tries again, shot scored! What a shot! And it is 6-3 Norwood. That's what the Lancers needed with 3:12 to go in the third quarter. Face-off will take place at midfield. This is 23 of the Lancers, who's done a great job with his face-offs, going up against 8 of the Mustangs. Battle for possession. And it's going to go to the Mustangs. Now, we've seen it happen twice in this game where the Lancers would score and then the Mustangs would come back maybe 20 seconds later and would score a goal of their own. So let's see if they'll repeat that for a third time. Ball is loose behind the net. It is corralled by 22, the goalie of the Lancers. He will toss this one along. Oh, ball is loose, possessed by 24 of the Mustangs. Here's a turnover in Norton territory. 22-24. They'll throw it in front. It almost went in. It hopped over the goalie, 22. He does some sort of a no-look scoop out of the air to get the ball out of the net, and it remains 6-3. Unbelievable sequence of events. And we were that close to having another series where the Mustangs would score right after the Lancers scored. My goodness. Here's 22 looking to shoot. One hopper denied by the goalie, 22. He will scoop it up. So some great plays by the Lancer goalie, who will then toss it across midfield. We have 100 seconds to go in the third quarter. It is picked off, intended for number 9, but that's 32 on the run now for the Mustangs. Back and forth we go. This is 6 on the run for the Mustangs. He will toss it along. 21 shoots, and a nice save made by 22, the goalie. He'll toss it out to 15. Excuse me, that is number 11. Picked up by 11 of the Mustangs. He's got speed. He'll toss it along. Shot, scores! What a play! No, it's not gonna count, actually. I think they said offsides on 24, so we play on. It is still 6-3 with a minute to go in the third quarter. My goodness, catch your breath, everyone. This is 8 with possession for the Lancers. Throwing it up top to 2. 45 seconds to go in the third quarter. 7 shoots, scores! Bouncing it off the turf. It gets past the goalie, number 3. And it is a 6-4 Norwood lead. Back-to-back goals for the Lancers late here in the third quarter. So this will be 23 again for the Lancers, going up against number 8 of the Mustangs with 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Back-to-back goals for the Lancers. They're right back in it. It is a 6-4 Norwood lead. This one is won by 23 of the Lancers. And timeout is called by the Lancers with 32.4 seconds to go in the third quarter. We'll be back for the finish of the third quarter. Back here in Norton, third quarter, 32 seconds to go. Lancers with possession and with momentum, coming off of back-to-back unanswered goals. They now find themselves down 6-4. And this one is up. It's still possessed by 7. He shoots. It is just wide of the net. 15 seconds to go. Possession stays with Norton. My goodness, was that a close opportunity for the Lancers. 15 of the Lancers with the ball, meandering his way into Norwood territory. He's taken down by 20. Ball is loose. Stays with the Lancers. They've got 5 seconds in the quarter. Number 2 looks, shoots, saved by 3. Nice, big, clutch save by the Norwood goalie. And that'll do it for the third quarter. We will start the fourth quarter in just a moment. Back here in Norton for the start of the fourth quarter between the Norton Lancers and the Norwood Mustangs. It's the first game of the regular season for boys varsity lacrosse. My name is Anthony, and today's game is brought to you by Norton Media Center. Be sure to check out nortonmediacenter.org and Norton Media Center's YouTube channel. After a hard collision, Lancers with the ball. They find themselves down 6-4. However, coming off of back-to-back unanswered goals, riding some momentum. Norwood looking to respond, which they've done very well in this game. 4 will toss this one along to 16, who will set up shop and tosses it out to 5 at the 20-yard line. They'll throw it up top to 11. 11, oh, low, and the net of a stick goes high, and if I'm not mistaken, that is now the second time the stick has broken for number 11 of the Mustangs. So not only have I never seen a stick broken in a lacrosse game before, but this is now the second time today it has happened. So after the stoppage in play due to the broken stick, possession will stay with the Mustangs. 4 will toss this to 16 behind the net of goalie 22. Oh, he scores over the top. What a nice fancy play. We've seen him attempt that a couple of times today, and this time he's successful. That is a big goal, and with 11:11 to go in the fourth quarter, the lead is 7-4 Norwood. So we'll have the face-off at midfield between 23 of the Lancers and 8 of the Mustangs. It is scooped up by 23 of the Lancers, and he wins another face-off. He'll bring it into Mustang territory and will toss it along. Intended for 8, it gets by and scooped up by 10 of Norwood. Tosses it out to 22 of the Mustangs. 22 with 3 goals in this game. He will slow it down. He'll toss it to 5 up top. Mustangs, while a 3-goal lead in Lacrosse is never safe, they might try to take it easy a little bit now to fade down some of that, that Lancer momentum that we saw at the end of the third quarter. Here's 22. Making his way around, shoots. This one goes wide. It's going to stay with the Mustangs. He was looking for the 4th goal of the game. This is 4 of Norwood. He will bring it up. It's good defense by the by the Lancers. That's 24. Up top, this is 5. Good defense by 23. Oh, tries to bounce it into the net. It goes wide, and again, will stay with Norwood. So this has been a nice time-consuming possession for the Mustangs, which is what they want, having this 3-goal lead here in the first game of the regular season in Norton. On top, this is 22. Makes a move past 7. He fires and scores. So that's his 4th goal of the game. He has half of his team's goals. It is an 8-4 Mustang lead with 9:24 to go in the 4th quarter. Face-off at midfield will take place between 18 of the Lancers and 8 of the Mustangs. It'll be, well, it's going to be a holding on Norwood, so possession with Norton. They will toss it along here to 8, and with just 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, each offensive attacking zone possession will be very important for the Lancers. This is 2 up top. Looking for a pick, which he gets from 10. No, excuse me, he got it from 18. No, it was 10. Got to call my eye doctor. Possession still with the Lancers. Good defense by the Mustangs. That's 76 with the defense and the stick checks on 8. Up top, this is 2. Guarded by 11, and it looks like 11's actually going to head to the penalty box. It looked like there was a cross check there, and a second flag comes in. But anyways, it looks like 11 with the cross check there to the head neck area. And he knows he's guilty of the infraction right away as he ran his way over to the penalty box. So this will be a man advantage for the Lancers. And it will be an opportunity that they need to take advantage of. .8:13 to go in the 4th quarter. An 8-4 Mustangs lead. And it's actually going to be a two-man advantage. I thought I saw that second flag thrown. So 11 is in the penalty box for the Mustangs, along with number 8. 11 had the cross-check to the head-neck area. 8, I'm not entirely sure. But in any event, it is a two-man advantage for the Lancers. And this is a golden opportunity to get their way back into this game. So here's 11 to 7. 7 tosses this one out to the corner. 8 wanted the shot. He then fires, and it's going to go wide. Possession stays with Norton. 15 with the ball. Tosses it to his counterpart, 15 with the black numbers. 7, oh, he tried 11, and 11 was already in shooting motion while the ball was on the turf. There's a stick on the turf. This is 8 of the Lancers. He fires, scores! Huge possession, and it ends with a goal by 8 of the Lancers. It is now an 8-5 Norwood lead with 7:40 to go in the fourth quarter. So face-off at midfield between 23 of the Lancers and I believe that's 8 of Norwood. It is. And battle for possession. It'll be, looked like it was won by the Lancers for a moment. And it's going to be awarded to the Lancers here with possession. This is 15, who will toss it along to 8. 8, who just scored. Looking to get his team even closer to Norwood. 15 up top is guarded by 22. He'll throw it in the middle. Throwing it around to 15, up top to 2. 2 will bring it up top. He hits the brakes, looking around, goes low, and oh, it hits a Norwood defender who is still down. Ball is loose, and we'll have a stoppage in play as they check on the Mustang defender. We will be back in just a moment. Back here in Norton, that was 32 for the Mustangs, who was down for a little bit. He is up and walking under his own power. 6:54 to go in the fourth quarter. It is an 8-5 Mustangs lead over the Lancers. My name is Anthony. Today's game is brought to you by Norton Media Center. And when the game resumes, possession will be with the Norwood Mustangs. It is the first game of the regular season for boys varsity lacrosse. This is 15 of the Lancers with possession. Making a move, he will lob it over the extended stick of 8, and possession's gonna go to Norwood. So the goalie 3, who's made some big saves today, will toss this one along. And bringing it up now is 42. 42's got some huge shoulders. He picks up the ball. We'll toss it to 22. 22 responsible for 50% of his team's goals today. He is guarded tightly by 24 of the Lancers. 33 goes low. That one's wide. Possession's going to stay with the Mustangs. And this is what they want. Up by 3 with just under 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They definitely want this attacking zone time. So up top, this is 5 at the 35-yard line. He will fire. This one's wide, and possession's going to stay with the Mustangs. 4 behind the net. Tosses it out to 16. Across to 33. Up top, this is 5. He'll toss it along to 11. Ball is rolling on the turf, but scooped up with ease by 11. 11 on the run, goes underhand shot, and it goes wide. Possession's going to stay with the Mustangs. So this is 16, guarded by 19. 19's had some great defense today for the Norton Lancers. Up top, this is 5. 5 gets it to 22. 22 guarded by 24, makes a move. Whistle blows, and I think they said there was some sort of hold or an illegal pick on the Mustangs. So in any event, Norton with possession, 4:40 to go, and they find themselves down by 3. Each possession is critical for the Lancers. Bringing it up is 17, the defender, with that long stick. And timeout will be called by the Lancers. 4:25 to go in the fourth quarter from Norton. Back here in Norton, 4:25 to go in the fourth quarter. After the Lancer timeout, they find themselves down 8-5. And as previously stated, these possessions for the rest of the game are critical for the Lancers. This is 8. With good defense by 10. 8 of the Lancers tumbles to the ground. Ball is loose, and there's a scramble for possession. It is hit away like a puck in a hockey stick. Eventually is corralled by 11, and here's the speed. He rolls this one on the ground. It's going to go way past the net. Possession with the Lancers. This is 14, tossing it to 2. He'll pick it up at the 25-yard line. He is on the run as the defender 16 was on his tail. Splitting the double team, he shoots, and good save made by 3, the goalie. He possesses it. Goalie 3 will toss it to 22. 22 gets by number 15, who has an absolute whack of the stick on 22. That will draw a flag. So 15 for the Lancers will head to the penalty box with 3:13 to go in the fourth quarter. So he will be in the penalty box for a few moments. It is a man advantage opportunity for Norwood. So I believe, if I just heard the officials correctly, he'll actually be in the penalty box for 1:30. Up top, 22, shoots, scores. That is his 5th goal of the game, and it is 9-5 Norwood. With 3:01 to go in the fourth quarter. Face-off at midfield will take place between 23 of the Lancers and 8 of the Mustangs. It is a 4-goal lead for Norwood. Scooped up by 5 of the Mustangs. He will lob it ahead. Mustangs once again with possession in the attacking zone. This is 8, tossing it along to 24. He'll toss it up to 5. Mustangs telling each other to slow it down, as this is 34 who tosses it along. Lancers looking to get possession back and in a hurry. 17 with the stick check. Somehow the Mustangs hang on. Ball is loose and hard hits by 10 of the Lancers and 21 of the Mustangs. Possession back to Norton with 2:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Great defense by 24 of Norwood. 17 has to try to get rid of it. 23 had possession for a moment for the Lancers. Possession back to Norwood. They are on the run and a hard hit. Ball is loose. That was 14 with the hit. Now he's on the run into Norwood territory, lobs it along, and the pass is just over the extended stick of number 8. And possession's gonna go to the Mustangs with 102 seconds to go. So here comes Norwood. They've got a 4-goal lead here in the fourth quarter as time is winding down. This one is lobbed along to 6, who will pick up the ball. He will lob it behind the net. Up top, this is 5. With some moves, shoots, and possession will stay with the Mustangs. 16 behind the net. Tosses it to 24. Gets it to 13. Back to 21. Possession stays with Norwood with 65 seconds to go. Mustangs looking to drain the clock as they hold on to a 4-goal lead. And I believe there's some sort of illegal pick set right there. This one goes over the extended stick of 7. It is scooped up by 8. Lancers need to score and in a hurry. Here comes 7 who shoots. This one saved and then eventually rolls in. The goalie 3 had it for a brief period of time but then lost sight of it. And it is a 9-6 Norwood lead with 43 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Face-off at midfield between 11 and 23. 23 of the Lancers, 11 of the Mustangs. We have 30 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Lancers are down by 3. The defender 14 has it. He will make his way into Norwood territory. Tosses it along to 15. Ball rolls out of play, and possession is going to go to the Mustangs with 13 seconds left. They will toss it to the goalie, number 3. And possession is actually going to go to the Lancers here with 7 seconds to go. Up top, this one is wide. 8 with possession now for the Lancers. And that will do it from Norton, as the Norwood Mustangs will improve to 1-0 on the season. The Norton Lancers 0-1. The final score is 9-6 Norwood from Norton High School. This is Anthony for Norton Media Center. Thank you very much for tuning in, and have a great night, everybody.